Okay, welcome everyone for a new round of racing here in Lightning Speed Racing. We are here in Spain, Barcelona, for round 5 of Group 3 here. Before going any further, I'm gonna say who I am for everyone who don't know. Gabby Chow, your full-time G3 commentator for that season 11 here in Group 3 in LSR. And hope we're gonna have a good race, good battles, good qualifying, and always the same format today. Short quali, 18 minutes, only one session of quali, and after that we're gonna have a 50% race here around Spain, 33 laps. And also I got a special request from a driver. I have to give a shout out to someone. Shout out to Moni, a Marlboro girlfriend. Apparently she's watching the stream, so shout out to her. Now we can go with the drivers on their outlap and stuff. And already a lot of drivers outlap. We're gonna put all the mini map and stuff, and we're gonna be good to go for this quali session. Let's go. Look, I'm a Granny. I don't know if it's Granny. I have some new faces here I didn't see before. I'm reserve, obviously some drivers you know very well, and I know very well. So it will be interesting to see if I do a little recap of the championships. In the top 5 of the drivers, I think Breakfast King still leading with Aizen Persuasion is second. Aizen Persuasion winning the last 2 Grand Prix, and Breakfast King winning the 2 first Grand Prix of the season. Also, we have, I think, Racing Uncle in 3rd, Jonah in 4th, and Owen in 5. It's the top 5 of the Driver Championship. In the Constructors, we have Williams leading over Red Bull, 112 points for Williams and 99, I think, for Red Bull. In 3rd, we have Racing Bulls with 50 points, so a big gap between top 2 and top 3 in the Constructor Championship. Already some drivers starting. Billy in the Alpine is one of them, and we'll follow him going through his lap here around the circuit of Barcelona, Catalunya. Very nice track. I think it's not too difficult, not too hard. It's a track that have a lot of, like, it's very complete. Like we saw in real life, they used it for pre-season testing, so we know it's a pretty complete track that really have a lot of different type of corners. So it'll be interesting to see some DRS zone, and not the easiest track to overtake, but you can if you find a good opportunity. But yeah, the main opportunity of overtake is straight and finish line with the DRS, obviously. And us already putting a lap in the Sauber 13.573. I don't know what was the pole in the Group 2, but we'll see what is going to be the pole here. Using the VOR 14.6. Hello Ryan, go Evoke. Yeah, for sure, Evoke, very good driver. Hope he can do well. We're gonna follow Billy to the end of his lap. 13.299 provisional pole for Billy here. His teammate TRP instead of 14.5 at Granny in the ass. A driver that I don't know, a new driver. I think it's 13.1, the fastest time, and 13.3 for Asian and Racing Uncle. Getting under the 13, 12.714 for the RB. What a lap by Racing Uncle. XOD 13.884 in the Mercedes, 6th for him. With Karma on the lap. Also the Aston Martin of the Owen coming at the end of his lap. We're going to follow Owen, the British driver, finishing his lap. Not a good lap for him. We're going to follow Karma instead through the line. The Ferrari 14.373, 7th position at the moment for the Ferrari. Hope he's going to do better than Ferrari did in real life today in Hungary. Now Gaskin on lap in the ass. We'll see what he can do. Another driver that I don't know very much. A new driver from in the LSR. Surely his first race. I don't see his name. I don't saw his name before. We'll see what he can do. You have some traffic in front of his teammate, and also Mercedes in front that's gonna block him into the braking zone here, and that's gonna compromise his lap. Getting blocked here, the braking zone. Pretty important braking zone. Gonna be a bad lap for Gaskin here. Owen letting pass some of the drivers. Ewok on the lap, we're going to follow Ewok. We know we have a supporter of Ewok in the chat, we're going to follow him. And first time I'm seeing that chroma livery of the McLaren on the game. Pretty class, pretty nice. On commentary, it's nice to see and nice to have some change on this McLaren. His teammate just in front, maybe giving some slipstream. Dubsy and Ewok. McLaren team is coming again with his lap. Ewok, the British driver. Now the fast section, no more chicane. Now the air is going to be activated to the line. So battery left is left also, and 13.914 for Ewok P7 at the moment for the McLaren Oreo also set a lap time of 114.244 in the kick Sauber for the moment. And yeah, now there are a lot of drivers that don't set a lap yet. We'll see. Breakfast King, the championship leader, starting his flying lap right now in the Red Bull. We'll see what he can do. Breakfast King, we know, very fast driver. We saw it. Consistent podium, I think. I mean, podium on the first 3 races, I think. 2 wins at the beginning. Last race was the 2nd place. I don't remember the 3rd round what he have done, but we know he's consistent. We know he have pace. And this Red Bull team this season with Debo is not bad at all. 2nd in the championship. It's incredible. It's very fun to watch these two. Before they were in Group 2, now Group 3, and it's very fun to see. Very fun to see them being fast, being great. We'll see what can he do on his lap. Breakfast King Sector 2 is going to be complete very soon. Now it's purple on the map. Is it real? I don't know, because we never know with EA Sports. But on the map it's purple at least. Number 41, Red Bull coming. Will all possible that Red Bull are going to do better than what they did in real life this morning. For me, at least this morning in Hungary. Coming to the line now. Breakfast King, can he take provisional pole? No, he can't. 13.132. But it's in front of Asian Persuasion, is championship rival. But Jonah coming in with his lap just in front of Breakfast King, 13.129. Also, Granny improved to a 12.7. Very close to Racing Uncle. Now P2 for Granny in his first appearance in LSR. Interesting to see. Granny, maybe, is the future good? Very good driver for LSR. Debo is going to the pits with no laps. Flix has left the session. I'll try to invite him. I'll try to get him an invite so he can come back, but he's not online. So I'll wait. Maybe I'll know some drivers that had problem connection of internet problems, Wi-Fi problems and stuff before the race. So maybe this is what is happening to my voice Blakes, but we'll see. Owen starting a new lap. His first lap was validated. We'll see if this time he can set a good lap time in. His teammate being P13 at the moment. We know he has some pace. P5 in the championship. Last race was not his best. We know he have pace. We know he can challenge for some podiums and stuff. We'll see what he can do here on his lap here around Spain. First flying lap of the session. Sector 1 purple apparently. If the minimap is real, we'll continue follow his lap. Aston Martin team. Another British driver, Owen. Also British, apparently. I don't know. Let's see. Same purple again. Vector 2. Gonna complete his first lap time. No traffic in front except his teammate. Maybe they're gonna give him a little bit of slipstream. Not sure, a bit too far to get slipstream, I think. We'll see. He's coming to the line now. Listening to low level battery you have left. It's gonna be 13.067 P3 for Owen FC 18 here. A very good lap for Owen FC. Now we have Boat, I think, on the lap. Mercedes driver. He's keeping improving, and this season I think we're really seeing even better boats than the previous seasons. For sure, boats. I think for real, he has improved in this season, and I saw him really a lot, like more often in the points and stuff. So I'm very happy for him, and for sure, Box is one of driver improving a lot this season. Up to the line for 14.213 for Box. clearly improving, and we're seeing some good performance for him on some tracks. Bit of fly from Boy, is Persuasion completing a second lap time. 7 minutes 50 left of the session. What can Asian do? It's going to be 112.781, 610 of improvement, putting him up in P3, just behind Granny and Racing Uncle, very close to their lap time. Racing Uncle also on the lap time, I think. Just right now, he got some traffic just before. Granny on is still in the out lap. Owen going to the pit. Billy also on the lap. He's completing his lap very soon. The Alpine Billy, also another fast driver. I know him also. I think he's racing Star Cup, if I remember well. Not sure about it. But I think it's not the first time I saw him. So yeah, Billy, pretty fast. Pretty nice. So I'm in the Sauber in the Star Cup. Now Alpine. And the LSR Group 3, Racing Uncle coming at the end of his lap. We'll see if he can improve it more on his already good lap time. Yes, he can. 12.692. First step of the session. Extending his lead in a provisional pole for the Racing Bull driver. Alcoa Musk had valued his lap time. Carmel improved a bit. Now 11 with a 13.875. Evoke just improved with a 13.5, putting him in P10 at the moment. Breakfast down to P6. We'll see maybe if that team is starting to learn the lap right now. We'll follow Breakfast King through is a flying lap. Try if he can improve his position. We can go even on board for a lap with him. Let's go on board. Wait for Breakfast King for his lap time. A little improvement in the first sector. Off a 10th of improvement. Using a lot of the curves and all the tracking of the track. Using the battery, ERS. Trying to not spin out at the exit here. Now fast for a little lift, maybe even not. He's making it flat out. DRS section. Full ERS. Our braking zone going to third gear. Good exit. Full gear. Again, not using too much of the track on the left. Now, flat out corner. First one, and going to fix. I'm going to complete his lap. Interesting. Granny looking very slow there. Dubsy's teammate of Elo just in front of him now, and Debo now P10. With the Red Bull, we're going to get out of the onboard cam. Debo P10, Dubsy P11 now. We have Oreo on the lap also. No, he's starting maybe his lap right now. Yes, he's starting in the kick Sauber. We'll see what he can do. Maybe Gaskin also on the lap. He's coming at the end of his lap. Gaskin, 113.7, 14th position for Gaskin. We'll follow now Oreo on his second flying lap of the session here in Spain. Barcelona, we know maybe Barcelona gonna. Ooh, little slide here for Oreo, not the best. We know that the track of Barcelona, Catalonia, maybe we can leave the calendar soon. Because, you know, Madrid is going to take place in 26, I think, and he's big library, I think it's finished for his lap. So, you know, maybe it's one of the last game we are seeing Barcelona. We'll see. I think it's possible in, I don't know for next season. I think that Barcelona is still there next season. Still. But yeah, you know. One day I think they're gonna switch between the two stuff, so we're not gonna have this track in every game. Moni, 13.2, P8 now for Moni in the Ferrari. I didn't see that. He's on the other lap time now, so pretty nice P8 for Moni for the moment. We'll see if we can improve even more. Number 84, Ferrari. Obviously, I don't think he has a full time seat, but still, we saw him in some race already. Very interesting. I'll just check that little thing on Discord. Group 3 there. Yeah, no. Yeah, okay. That's good. Sorry for the little sound here. We're back. And Moni is finishing his lap time here. I'm not sure if it's because he's not on the off lap, he's on medium when he like removing the overtake mode, but I think he's still in the lap. We're gonna finish lap right now for Moni. 12.890 P44 Moni Marlboro won a lap by the Ferrari. Incredible stuff. Can his teammate do a very good lap also, Karma. We saw pretty good qualifying from Karma last time. I think it was in Suzuka. I think it was like in the top 5. Pretty interesting. 2 minutes 45 left with the session, so we're gonna have the last lap time coming from the drivers now. It's gonna be, we're gonna see who's gonna get the pole. It's gonna be the rush now. Try to set to the last lap time at the last second to have the best track condition to the best lap time. But now we're following Karma here in the Ferrari, teammate of Moni. DRS has waited now, coming to the end of sector 2 with the big braking zone here. Gonna be a 110.5 improvement. Not bad at all for Karma here. Climb to the 3rd sector with the double right-handers coming for him. So there's the ERS in that section. You have a lot of left. You have a lot of ERS left for the last portion of the track, the last portion of the lap. 13.6 gonna be P14, but Asian Persuasion back at it again. 12.344 with a provisional pole for the Thai driver. Oh no. Oh, and Splix getting a 12.838 P4 for the RB. Splix is racing also in the LMU tier, Le Mans Ultimate. I know him from there. Can know him maybe by I think Lucas Nielsen, something like that, on Discord. But yeah, some drivers winning this lap. Jonah on the lap. We have also Owen on the lap. Moni's Breakfast on the lap. Billy on the lap. A lot of drivers on the lap. I don't know who to follow. And Aston is coming at the end of his lap. Maybe it's Jason Boy. Yes, it is not a good lap from the Aston Martin. McLaren got blocked a bit by him there. We have Bogues coming at the end of his lap. But Ash is coming at the end of his lap also. Maybe starting his lap, I don't know. And yellow, big yellow, sector 2 and 3. Don't know what is happening. We'll follow Bogues. It's pretty close to the line. Also Red Bull pretty close to the line. With Zebo. No, Zebo starting his lap right now. If it will, Zebo's just behind. It's not Jonah, it's the other, it's Asian again? Yeah, Asian's gonna try starting a new lap again. We'll just follow Bogues. He'll be back. It's gonna be P17. 113.881 for Bogues here. I think we're gonna have a Sauber coming. Oreo, I think it's gonna be. Yes, it's gonna be Oreo coming at the end of his lap. 14.1, not even improving for Oreo. We're gonna have else. Breakfast King getting only P6 here, 12.984. Not gonna be better than P6 for the championship leader. So Jonas finished his lap. I've improved, I think. The ass on the lap. Granny, I think on the lap. Yeah, Granny's finishing his lap right now. What can Granny do? Can he take pole position? Granny on the line. 12.411. Very close to 18 persuasion time. He can. Restaurant Uncle finishing his lap. He got a little traffic behind. Can he take that pole position? No, he can't. 3 times improvement. 12.396. Less than a tenth repairing 1 and 2. Off a 10th repairing them. And Zebo got P4 here with the 12.700. P4 for Zebo. Breakfast King gonna be P7. Owen P8. Jonah P9. Next one, you're gonna get that P10. Yeah, pretty much it. That thing's finished for qualifying. No more lap from anyone. But some big surprise. Positive and negative surprise from the drivers. But Ace Persuasion is still at it. And on pole position again. With getting that 1 point giving for pole position here in LSR. The Williams driver. But it seems that today he's gonna have more competition than in the other races, with the Racing Uncle and Granny being very close to his pole position lap time. Zebo P4, another good qualifying for the Red Bull driver here. Splix with his first race, getting that P5. Attempting with Granny, P3 first race in LSR. Not bad at all, but Splix first race in F1 LSR. I think so. Breakfast King, bit disappointment. P7 for Breakfast King and P8 and P9 for Owen and Jonah also. I think they could have gonna do better. But you know, they're still in the top 10. They can gain position in the race. Not finished for them. But a good performance also by Moni Marlboro. P6. Very good result in front of someone he loves. XOD completing the top 10 in this qualifying. Not bad for XOD. We saw him higher in previous season races, but still a top 10 for him. We'll see if he can gain even more points in the race if he gains some position. The two McLaren 11 and 12. Again, two drivers that can do really better, but the grade is so competitive that sometimes you're a little more back than you expect. But still 11 and 12 good position to get a point for the two McLarens. We'll see how that's gonna develop for them. And now we're gonna have a little break before the race to let every driver make their strategy, make maybe some setup tweaks, setup changes like tire pressures or a wing change maybe before the beginning of the race. Also putting the good amount of fuel in the car for the race. Not having too much fuel in the car is very important to gain some lap time. And so yeah, very nice qualifying, very close top 3. And it's gonna be interesting to see in the race. I don't think Asian gonna be escaping by 20 seconds this time, but we'll see. We're gonna have a fight. I think today we're gonna have a formation lap returning in LSR. It's a bit cloudy, but I don't think it's gonna rain. Maybe later on, but not at the beginning of the race, at least. But yeah, I think we're gonna have formation lap returning for that race. That's what I heard, but I'm not sure about it. We'll see in a couple of minutes/seconds. Very interesting to see. Like I said, good qualifying. We had a race this morning in real F1. We can talk a bit about it with the real Hungarian Grand Prix taking place this morning for me. Maybe it was in the PM for you, or maybe in the night. I don't know where you are in the world, but still was like I think not bad a race, but not necessarily good race. Not a lot of overtakes like in most races this season. Where I think it's becoming like this, very difficult to overtake. But yeah, at least we had a little battle at the end between two McLarens. Sadly, a problem for Leclerc. Podium from Russell. But not a bad race, not the best race either. But good drive by Norris for winning this race with the bold one-stop strategy. And now we're gonna wait to see who's gonna win that virtual Grand Prix here in Group 3 in Spain. Interesting to see. Maybe I can make a prediction today. I would want to see it maybe I think clearly that I'll go Racing Uncle winning today. I don't know. I feel like it. Why not? Maybe I think he can do it. He's pretty close to Asian. I'll go for this. Asian has to be in the podium. I think you can rule him out. And Pete in P2, P3, big battles can be there. And even in the top 3 is not decided. But for the fun and for the circumstance, no, I don't know. I'll go. I don't even know myself. Why not Moni? Moni Marlboro getting that podium today. Why not? Or Racing Uncle winning, Asian second. Why not Moni on the podium? Or even Granny for his first race. Why not? We'll see. A lot can happen. A lot of accidents and safety car. I'm not gonna have. Yes, we're gonna have the formation lap here in Spain. Here we are going. Driver's gonna want to warm up the tires already. Some zigzag from the drivers we're seeing. So we're gonna put all the information we have to put so we can still redo the tires and stuff. We have some more time now. That's pretty nice. We can see that most of the grid are on mediums. One driver is on softs. It's Isenvoy at the back of the field. And we have Splix, Jonah, Owen, WZ Roke, and us, and Oriol also on hards. The rest of the grid is on medium tire, yellow compound of tire. We'll see. Strategy, I don't know. One stop, I think you can make it work. Maybe some people are gonna try the 2 stops, and also depend on the safety cars. But we'll see what strategy everyone decides to go, decide to choose. But for top 4, it's all the same. So we'll see. We'll see if oh, okay. I think someone someone got in the gravel on the formation lap. Little lucky that there's no damage on the formation lap. At least he's gonna be able to do the races flicks. Yeah, he's getting a little lost the control of the car while he was warming up his tires. Yeah, not the best. Well, the LMU driver. We'll see. So everyone's gonna place on the grid. We're ready for that race start. Round 5. Owen DSQ. Don't know if it's a bug or something, but it's saying that Owen is DSQ. I don't know why. I don't know, but everyone on the grid. I don't know if it's gonna be a little bug because of that DSQ. Not seems. We have 5 red lights. And we're racing here in Spain for round 5 of the group of LSR Group 3 Season 11. Here we go. Canadian keep his lead into turn 1. Oh, so side by side with Snuggle into Persuasion. I think Aiden is in front. Yes, he is. He's keeping his lead. The 2 Red Bull already side by side. Breakfast King with a very good start. So side by side. Breakfast King getting a position on Debo. Spikes losing a lot of position on the start. Exodi already getting. Oh, and the Ferrari already in the grass this morning. In the grass. Exodi now P6. Very good start by him also. Spikes lost a lot of position there. We're gonna see the position change at the end of lap 1. Go from top 10, 0 and 9. Jonah lost a position, also P12 now. Dubsy lost a bit, also P13. But no big incident, it seems. Ewok now in front of Owens, almost 3 wide here with Alpine, the Williams, and the Aston Martin. Ewok on P9. Owen losing a little position there. He's battling with the other little contact there, I think. Jonah gonna be in the inside of Owen. Jonah gonna take the position here. P10 for Jonah here. Now we're gonna watch the position change now. We can see the big winner are Breakfast King and XOD with 5 plays gained by XOD and 3 plays gained by Breakfast King. Also Ewok gained 3 places, but Flix and Owen lost 3 places. So biggest winner, biggest loser, we have it here. Perfect. We're going to do the tires. Oh, and Splick's already out of the race. I don't know if it's an incident or if it's... Oh, damn, big crash. Safety car, yeah, obviously. Safety car in lap 2 already. Early safety car. I don't know what happened, but Splick's is out of the race. Big crash. We saw his wheel on the top of his car. Not the best to see. Already an error in the formation lap, doing an Ajar. Now, tire from the session, big crash. Don't know if he had contact with someone or if he did it by himself, but a mistake by himself. But we'll see. Gonna be pretty fast to regroup everyone together for that restart because it's the start, obviously. So not a lot of gaps were created by the drivers, and drive-through penalty for 2 drivers already, TRP and Easton Boy. I don't know if it's live from the game and stuff. We'll just see if it 2 DT for Easton Boy and TRP, maybe because of the delta. And how incredible, TRP going to the pits to serve that directly. Easton Boy, I don't know, maybe next time it's hard to try to serve it. Something's happening there. Billy in the gravel, their safety car. Don't know what's happening for Billy. Something happened there. What the okay, it was VSC. He's returning now. He's restarting now. The game didn't say if it was VSC itself, so yeah, I don't know. But big battle here already. Fighting for some top 10 position. They're like almost all side by side. This is big battling. I don't know what's happening there. Also there's Red Bulls and the Mercedes battle. Breakfast King, XLD, Tebow, also Moni in there. After we have little Owen and Jonah now together, P8 and P9. And we have top 10 to 13, our little group also fighting for the last point available. And Racing Uncle and Asian lost the lead here. Racing Uncle now in P1. I don't know what happened. Now Asian gonna come back to Granny, taking that second position here. Racing Uncle is keeping a bit. 1.2 the gap now. 1.3. Void in the pits. Debo taking the place on XOD, following his teammate Breakfast King. Now 4 and 5 for the two Red Bull drivers. So he's still behind, and Moni trying to earn anything from the battle between the Mercedes and the Red Bull. And it's pretty good exit compared to XOD for Moni here. I don't think I'm gonna try to move here. It's gonna be patient. 4 seconds the gap between him and Owen, so you have a little margin behind to deal with. That's pretty nice for him. He can try some moves, pretty more flexibility with trying moves for Moni. That's pretty nice. Debo is losing DRS already on his teammate. Breakfast King gonna try to catch that strong group. Obviously, Ewok already in the pits for the McLaren. New R tires for the Pro McLaren here. Ewok, British driver. Lap 4 now out of 33. We're gonna start lap 5 with Racing Uncle still leading with 1.1 seconds. The gap between him and Ace in Persuasion. I don't think he's gonna have DRS Asian, no, but Granny gonna have DRS on Asian. Can he try a move in that straight line? Slipstream also for Granny. 6'10", 5'10" on the gap. Can he try to move around the inside? No, he's gonna fake it. Stay behind, be patient. It's only lap 5. Have to be patient. Moni also faking it on XOD into turn 1. Interesting to see some bad Jonah making the pass on Owen. There's some battles here. Dubsy Bose. So 2 different McLarens on the Ewok have the Chrome McLaren, but Dubsy have normal McLaren. This is pretty. I don't know if that was possible. Maybe I don't know. Interesting, you know. I don't even know that was possible, but you know, I'm not so updated with the new change of the game. Also for the battle, in front, Racing Uncle still escaping from the 2 behind. That's the Aston going pretty slow. It's Season Boy, I think, but now it's back racing and no more yellow flag. But now Granny's even closer than before, than the last time here. We're gonna see if he can now make the move on Asian Persuasion now. 4/10 the gap. He's pretty close. Isn't trying to defend around the outside. Can Granny take the move? Bit too far to try anything. Breakfast King now. Debo has gained the DRS again on his teammate. Moni still staying behind of XO. Didn't try any move. Dubsy is made the move on Karma here in the straight line. They have lost the gap in them and Gaskin. Gaskin is now with Owen and Jonah fighting for P8. Well, now 11 to 14 is a group Billy, both Karma and Dubsy all fighting for 11th position. To Sabra are together in 15 and 16. Come back to Granny, still following. 70 for XOD. Debo has lost a bit of time now, 1.6 seconds. The gap between him and his teammate Breakfast King. Oh, and the Ferrari, it's Moni. Moni lost the control of his car here. Moni into the bar here. And now he's down to P8, almost P9. I don't know if he has any damage. Yeah, he has some damage. Front wing, right end plate for the Ferrari. He's gonna have to pit. He's very slow on track. Everyone's trying to pass him. Yeah, he's going to the pits. That's sad for Moni. He was pretty good position on P7. Sad for Moni or Granny. Gonna make the pass here. Now the gap has Yeah. Now the gap between Debo and XOD is 1.1. So XOD don't have DRS anymore. Debo is catching a bit to his teammate Breakfast King. Now we have a yellow flag behind the Ferrari of Karma and Billy. And Billy is out now. I don't know what happened. We'll see with TRP. Maybe you can see the car of Billy on track when it can come through Sector 1. Now that Ferrari has gone into an incident, I don't know if you have any damage. I don't think they have any safety car. We'll follow TRP. And we see the car of Karma, of Billy. I don't know, Billy, the car of Billy has been retired of the track by the game. Don't know what happened with Billy, but is out now. Second driver out of this race, lap 7 now. We're gonna start lap 8 very soon. With a lead of 2.1 seconds by Racing Uncle on Ace and Persuasion here. Pretty nice lead by M. Granny. Still have another chance to try to make a move on Ace and Persuasion. Can he try it this time? It's a bit far for a live bomb. Except if he do a Piastri like this morning in Hungary. But the swap between the Red Bull driver with Debo catching his teammate. The Red Bull drivers swapping position. Debo now P4, Breakfast King now P5. Clearly Breakfast King battling more than Debo for the championship. I don't know, Breakfast King now taking position on Debo. They're swapping position. XOD is now a little far back. Them it's pretty far from them now. 1.5 still, but they don't have DRS. So if they can exchange DRS and not lose time while fighting, I think they can clearly say goodbye to XOD here. Owen, Jonah, and Gaskin, and even Dubsy now. A little group here, 7 to 10. Box is in the middle of no man's land in 11 with 3.8 seconds the gap between him and Dubsy in front, and 4 seconds 6 the gap between him and Usk behind. I'm only down to 15 with the pits. Sad for him. Evox 18. Granny now, another opportunity for Granny here. Lap 9 starting for the top for the leaders. Can the American car try something? Again, bet too far for the inside into turn 1. Yeah, yellow zipper very quickly. And Owen can move on Jonah into turn 1. Can Gaskin also take the position? I don't think so. I was gonna try around the outside. Gaskin. No, I can't. No place for him to try anything, but Owen now into P7 in front of Jonah. With the DRS pass. Debo also taking the position in front of his teammate. Another swap of position for the Red Bulls. Now Granny and DRS here. 3 seconds the gap between Asian and Rich Uncle now. Rich Uncle clearly seems to be on a very good pace today. Lap 10 is going to start. I don't want to jinx it, but clearly he's on a very good pace. And very fast. We'll see Granny with DRS now again. A bit far. He's not closer than before to try and take more than what he has done in the past few laps. I was gonna do the same thing. Stay behind Breakfast King and try to. I think he's gonna pass on his teammate again, swapping position another time. Yeah, they're clearly playing the team game, and it's very well played by Red Bulls here. Trying not to lose time on XOD, even if he's catching a bit. 1.2 seconds the gap now. We'll see if he can catch it. The Ferrari is going pretty slow behind. I don't know, I think it was Karma. Now he's going back at it. Gaskin maybe with the pressure from Evo behind. We'll see. So he's gonna catch DRS. Granny now. DRS zone here for Granny. Really not a place where you can overtake. It's way too short to try anything. But still, he wants to get closer for the main straight line. Try to move again on the Williams driver in front of him. Now a double right-hander. Oh, right-hander. Now DRS for Granny. 7/10 gap. Not enough. Clearly not enough. gap at the exit has to be like 4 or 5 times, I think, to, or if you won't try anything. Debo, the two Red Bull swapping again the positions. So he's still behind Jonah. We take the position on Owen around the inside into turn 1. Gaskin still following, trying to take anything in that battle. Taking the opportunities. Karma in the pits already in the Ferrari. 9 laps on his mediums tires. I don't know if you're gonna do one step, but now in the pits for new art tires. In the strategy prediction, we saw only 2 stop strategy, but I think clearly some drivers gonna try the 1 stop. It's no brainer that some gonna try 1 stop medium arts or R medium. The 2 are very possible. 4 seconds down the gap between Racing Uncle and Engine Persuasion. Lap 12 gonna start very soon with Racing Uncle crossing the line. We'll see. Granny now can he have his real opportunity to try to get that P2. Is now 4 tenths. The gap pretty close. I think it's the chance, the one and only. I think he has a chance to do it now. Around the outside, maybe. Late breaker. Granny will break later than Engine Persuasion. Contact into 2. Asian almost got into the wall, but he saved it. Granny now P2. I don't know if we're gonna try maybe to let back the position, give back the position to Asian, so you don't have any penalties after the Grand Prix. We'll see if he give back. I don't think he's gonna give back the position to Asian Persuasion now. Red Bull still following each other, and also I think XOD pit. Yeah, he pitted. I don't think he can go to the end with that. The end of the race with that. We'll see. Will be 22 laps on the R's. I don't think it's like impossible, but I don't know. We'll see. TRPS from the pit, so most people in medium are pitting. Now we'll see what the pits. We'll see if we can do a quick pit stop. It's new medium for TRP, so it's committed to the 2 stops here. The Alpine is committed to the 2 stops with new medium tires after starting in the medium. Asian now have no DRS on Granny. Clearly lost from that little contact between the 2 drivers. Red Bull still behind each other. They're gonna help each other for sure. Owen now DRS on Jonah. Can he retake the 6th place out of Jonah? I think it's gonna be pretty easy move around the inside. Jonah not defending too much. They're exchanging DRS for sure, and fighting them too much not to lose a lot of time here. Gaskin still following. He's almost losing DRS on the people in front. Dubsy just behind, trying to make a move on him. He's very close. DRS zone. If Gaskin lose DRS on people in front, clearly Dubsy gonna try something on Gaskin here. Box in the pits. The other Mercedes pitting for new art tires here. That's pretty nice by Box. Good pit stop by the Mercedes team. Okay, now back 5 seconds. The gap now in the lead for Racing Uncle, and Aston Martin going into Ghost here. I think it's using voice still. I think we'll follow that battle here. Really, the best battle we have at the moment is Owen and Jonah. And also Gaskin and Dubsy following, not too far behind. We'll follow this. Refreshing the pits. The championship leader in the pits. We'll see if he can maybe undercut some people, his teammate, but yeah. Except for his teammate, I don't think there's too much people to undercut. Can Jonah try to move on to Owen? Oh, he can, but Dubsy can try to move Gaskin. Can't either. No, change of position here for the 2 battles that were going through turn 1. Breakfast getting out of the pits now. In the P11, just in front of XOD. Yeah, just in front of him. XOD just behind, trying to pass him with warmer tires. Even if they are 2 laps older, the tire of Breakfast King are still cold. You have to warm them up. We'll see. So undercut from XOD there, maybe almost worked. We'll see if you can make the move before the Breakfast King tires get up to temperature. Not good, yeah. We'll see. Now Gaskin has lost the gap. There's a DRS to Jonah, and Granny and Agent Persuasion are in the pits. Granny and Agent Persuasion, all the two are in the pits. We'll see what they put. We have Granny with new art tires, Asian with new art tires also. Granny still in front, but Asian clearly closer than before. We have also Gaskin the other ass into the pits. It's gonna be a little longer his pit stop because of his teammate pitting before him. But still new art for the Gaskin. And he's gonna be back on track here. Perfecto amigo for the pit stops. Now Debo is now in second with Rich Uncle still leading the race by now 15 seconds because there's like they're not have pitted and stuff. People have not pitted yet. You can see who has pitted with this graphic here. We're seeing that Usk, Oreo, Dubsy, Jonah, Owen, Debo, and Rich Uncle have not pitted, and all the other drivers have pitted at least one time in this session. But yeah, Asian now have 2 cars to pass to rejoin Granny. It's a bit like bad for him. 3 seconds, the first 3 seconds of the race, it's Karma that has gained it here. Reput tires because the more important thing to see. Karma, the first driver to get a 2-second penalty today. Pit for Rich Uncle and Debo. New art for a Racing Uncle and Debo. The same thing is going to be for Debo Rock. New art tires for the Red Bull driver. He's back on track. Now Owen leading. The Owen, Jonah, and Dubsy, Usk, Oreo all started on art tires, so obviously they're gonna stay a little longer out on track to put the mediums at the end to go to the end of the race. Maybe lap 20 would be a good lap to pit or something like that, but it would be bad for them to pit. We'll see it happening. We'll see. Mason is pretty close to Usk. You don't want to lose any time getting the salvers. Granny is in front by 2.3 seconds. The gap between them. Jonah taking the lead now in front of Owen. Rich Uncle coming on them. Try to get them past the easiest pass possible, and Owen seems to have some problem with the car. He's going pretty slow. And he's going to pit. You have some. No, you don't even have wing damage, but he's going to pit this lap. Owen into the pits already. A little earlier than what was expected for our runners. We'll see. Karma getting another second penalty. 6 seconds already for the Ferrari driver. He's going pretty slow, I think. Yeah, he was. I don't know. Owen now with new medium tire. We'll see if he can go to the end. I think it's going to be a bit harsh on the tire at the end of the race, but it's not impossible for sure. Both in the pits also with 3 laps old hard. Maybe he had some damage and stuff. I don't know. Oh, you're retired. He just retired. Both retiring. He's saying he was improving. I have a bit jinxing. I have jinxed it. Retirement for books. Here. Race Uncle now is gonna have to pass Jonah. Take the lead again. And he's gonna do it right now around the inside. DRS pass, easy peasy pass for Racing Uncle with the fresher tires compared to Jonah. And yeah, we're gonna wait for the other 4 drivers that have not pitted yet in this race. The 2 Sauber and Jonah and Dubsy. Racing now a 2.5 seconds gap between him and Granny, so clearly not fighting for that second position now, but I don't know if the Granny gonna get some penalties and stuff because of the incident. We'll see what the C-word's gonna decide after the race. Karma also DNF into the pits. So yeah. We'll see. Breakfast King is now battling with XOD for P8. Interesting, side by side, XOD keeping him around the outside. Super move, super defense by XOD on Breakfast King. Debo has lost some time on his teammate. He was with him all the race before the pit stop sequence, but now he's lost. And Breakfast King is trying to move around the inside. Pretty dangerous move, little contact there, I think. Not sure. XOD lost position. Breakfast King take back P8. Bit of a bold move by Red Bull here. I think they're gonna let pass him again. He's gonna let him pass because of the bold move, yeah. Breakfast him being fair play on XOD, letting him pass again. Let's wait for Debo that can catch them up. That can catch them. Try to battle with them. We'll see. Like I said, still 4 drivers in front of them that have not pitted yet, so clearly that's not their definitive position. They're gonna gain some later on in the race. Granny getting the pass on Dubsy. Well, he's pressure tired, obviously. Usk in the pits now. No, Oreo in the pits. Little yellow, nothing major it seems to like. Oreo in the pits. New medium till the end of the race for the Sauber. Yes, it is. Perfect pit stop by the Sauber team, and we're back on track. Ewok also pitting. After pitting lap 1, he's now back into the pits. I think it's gonna be the softs. I don't know if we can go to the end with the softs, but we're gonna try. We'll see how that's gonna be for him, the softs. Bit bold to the end with 13 laps to go, but 13 laps to go. We'll see. Racing coming on Dubsy, gonna try to erase him from his view pretty soon, fastest as possible, as soon as possible. And Debo has catch up to Sodium Breakfast King, and now Jonah and Dubsy are both in the pits. Jonah, 2-second penalty for Isn't Void, and also outright us in the pits. Jonah. Tyrant of the Dubsy, new mediums, Jonah, mediums also, and us, medium also for the Sauber here. You still see his pit stop. Yeah, new medium for us here. Perfect pit stop by Sauber, and we're back on track. It is now 1.9 seconds the gap between Granny and him. It's reducing a bit, but not that much. 7 seconds almost the gap between Granny and the racing uncle. That's a lot now. Pretty comfortable advance for racing uncle. Comfortable gap. We'll see. Just have don't make mistake and bring the car home for racing uncle. Ewok retired. Sadly, Ewok retiring of the session in the pits, so it can be no safety car, nothing. That's sad for Ryan, that was a fan of Ewok, rooting for him. But he's out now. The race, the 5th driver to retire today. Sadly. Now XOD has lost DRS on Breakfast King, and Debo has DRS on XOD. We'll see if he can try to move to rejoin his teammate again and get that 4 and 5 place back. Can he try something? DRS activated. He's pretty close. 2/10 gap. Here on the inside of XOD, Debo Croc. Gonna take the place. McLaren Silent Track Dubsy is blocking them a bit, and that's gonna benefit to XOD taking that 5th position. But the McLaren, I don't think, and XOD gonna let him pass again because of McLaren. Fair play by XOD. I don't think Dubsy was knowing where to go at the exit. The 2 cars being on the 2 sides. Very dangerous situation. Moni and Owen side by side here. Only a bit 14 old half hours. Gonna have to pit again for sure before the end of the race. Owen now in P9 with his fresh mediums tires. Dubsy also coming with even fresher mediums on Moni. So gonna make the pass very soon. Maybe if Dubsy wants to try to fight the Owen for P9. Owen very far away from Jonah. He was with Jonah almost all the race, and now he's pretty far back. Resting. Gaskin also in front of Jonah. 6 lap all hards. We'll see that it's gonna be a good battle if Jonah can take the place on Gaskin. DRS now for Jonah on the Ash driver. American driver can try any move. Jonah very close around the inside. Can you try something? Late break. Have the inside lane. And nice move by the Williams driver here. P7 for Jonah at the moment. Perfect for him. So there's lost DRS. Debo also lost DRS on his lost DRS on his teammate. So there's lost DRS on Debo. In front, Aizen have no DRS on Granny. Granny clearly too far from Racing Uncle. So we have Owen and Dubsy. Oh, Dubsy have made the pass on Owen now. Dubsy with a pretty good pace at the end of his. At the end now, he has still 3 laps, fresh mediums than Owen, so that's pretty nice for him. Clearly can make a difference, and he isn't more retired. I don't know if he retired on, yeah, he retired on track, so we have full yellows. I think safety car or something. I think we have safety car. I know, isn't more retired on track for sure, so I think we have either virtual safety car or safety car. We're on lap 22 out of 33. We have done the 2/3 of the race, and Breakfast King is spinning again. Boy has retired this session. Don't think he's supposed to retire on track. He's, if you want to left, the ideal situation would be to retire in the pit. But yeah, some very well pitting. Jonah, Breakfast King, Gaskin, Exodi, Owen, Noni, Oreo, all pitting for new medium tires except Breakfast King for new soft. Yeah, all new mediums except Breakfast King for a new soft tire. Very interesting. All bidding now. But the top 4, Debo, Asian, Granny, Racing Uncle, are all staying under our tires. They have bid on, and Dubsy with 3 laps old mediums and 74 Usk stayed on track. I think pretty fair to stay with only 3 laps old mediums. Oreo new softs for him also. But yeah, most of them get pitted, but that clearly forced them to. Oh no, Rich Uncle gonna pit also. Rich Uncle gonna pit even with track position and stuff. Randy gonna pit also. I think for TRP, BN is gonna follow them, and I think Debo is gonna have to follow also. So everyone's gonna pit with that late safety car. And it's clearly not the virtual safety car because everyone's pitting. So we're gonna have a final with everyone grouped together. No gap. No more 7-second gap for Racing Uncle. It's gonna be just pure racing and new arms for Racing Uncle. Thank God. That's pretty surprising. You know? Granny and Aizen with new mediums, that seems fair. And new soft for Debo for sure. Why not? You can try softs. But ours with that mid laps to go, like there's not a lot of laps to go. Ours is gonna be fairly slower than everyone else. Maybe didn't have any other tires to try anything, so we'll see. Us also waiting for new tires. Even if his medium's only 4 laps old, Dubsy not pitting. I think it's a very good gamble to take with only 4 laps old mediums in 4th, so I think they defend. Us getting new soft tires. There are 4 driver in softs, 2 on ards. The rest are on the medium tires. The remaining drivers are on medium tires. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait for everyone to group behind the safety car. Already Rich Uncle and the top 4 already are behind the safety car. No, we have top 3, but also TRP also is behind the safety car. He's blue flagged. I don't think they're gonna let him pass for the safety car because this game is a bit weird, but yeah, he's there behind the safety car. Red Bull are catching, Dubsy has catched. Red Bull with soft tires have catched. But Breakfast King has catch. You have catched the group. And Debo, Exodi, and Jonah are coming to the group also. In front. So it's gonna be a very interesting final laps of this race around Spain. Everything is reset to 0. Almost everything, everyone have fresh tires. Just some are on soft, some are on mediums, and the leader is on new RF tires. That's a bit different for everyone, but still everyone on fresh tire, everyone grouped together, everyone grouped together. Everyone grouped together. They're gonna have racing. Pure racing. No more strategy. It's gonna be a little sprint here in Spain in the remaining laps. I don't know when the game is gonna restart this. I think maybe, I don't think this lap. Maybe at the end of lap 26, beginning of lap 27. I think it's gonna be the restart point. in my humble opinion. We'll see. I'll drink some water because I have to be prepared for that last couple of laps. Okay. So it's gonna be a good thing for Racing Uncle is that the Alpine behind. Oh, already in this lap. A bit fast. I was thinking the Sabri were a little more far than this. I don't know what the Alpine is gonna do. Maybe should go like off of the track and let past him. I don't know. Maybe should go off track and let past the drivers behind, but that's gonna be this will be good for Racing Uncle because the driver behind gonna have to pass him before attacking him, and Asian also now in front of Granny after the pit stop. I didn't see that. Asian now in front of Granny after the pit stops. Interesting. And Racing Uncle already restarting with Asian and the other breaking block behind the Alpine of TRP, and gonna go to the side, let pass everyone. That gave already. I think because of the blue flag, he just like do zigzag to let them rejoin him on the track and not lost time too much on him. So now we are racing back here with the restart of the safety car. Let's go Spain, lap 26 out of 33, like 7 laps or 8 laps to go, and we are racing. We'll see. No gaps. Almost everyone have fresh tires. Into some battles. Let's go. Little sprint. Uncle still. And a bit off track here for Racing Uncle. That can give an opportunity. Asian Persuasion is very close now. Can Asian try to move? He's going a bit wide. Same for him. Granny trying to move around the outside of Asian Persuasion here. Maybe. Yes, he is. Big move by Granny. A bit too far. A bit too wide. Break a bit too late. And Asian keep position. A bold move by Granny here. Breakfast King. But Saul's going to try to make a move on Dubsy in front. Dubsy has the oldest tire on the grid at the moment. 6 laps, old mediums. We'll see if the two Red Bulls are together. They can help each other try a move and try to DRS enable now. Not going to be for that straight line, but for next lap, straight line is going to be Owen getting the first lap of the race. 115.677. Being Gaskin trying to take a move. Nothing happening. Remember that Racing Uncle is on hard tires, so clearly he's going to have less space than the mediums or soft tires behind him. And he's going to try to go around the outside here. Little ball movement, he switch back for Racing Persuasion. Can he try it around the inside? Now it's going to become the outside through this corner. Side by side drivers. Oh, still side by side. Won a battle. Incredible stuff. Oh, and contact here again. And he's losing position on Granny now. Back to third. Hello, T-Bone. Big safety car now. Big restart of safety car with everyone have new tires, man. Incredible stuff happening. Now Granny in P2. Nathan losing the place to Peter with the contact with Racing Uncle. Racing Uncle still in P1. Now they gotta have DRS for this straight line this time. It's gonna be very difficult for Racing Uncle to defend. Lap 28 out of 33. Oh, that's getting a second penalty. That's bad for him. Early with the grab regroup, and now Granny and Asian try to make the move on Racing Uncle. It's still side by side. Granny takes the lead now. Asian in P2. Racing Uncle retaking P2 here. And Breakfast King also want to take the place around the outside. It's become very wide. Can Dubsy retake the place on Breakfast King here? Maybe. Let's stay behind. Nothing. Granny now in the lead. First time in the race that Granny's in the lead. Asian gets second penalty for Asian. Oh, that's heartbreaking for Asian. 3 seconds for Asian. Granny making the gap with Racing Uncle. 1.1 the gap now. No DRS gonna be for Racing Uncle now in this straight line. Asian gonna lost all. I don't know if we're gonna even finish the points now with that 3-second penalty. XLD losing for some position. He lost his wing. Damaged wing for XLD here. Pretty bad. That Racing Uncle a bit too far. Granny, I don't know if you're gonna have DRS. It's a bit far. Lap 29 gonna start now. There's DRS still for Russian Uncle Granny. Fastest lap 15.060 for Granny. Russian Uncle too far to try anything. So the DNF'd. Sharpie in the pits. Only the 13 drivers left on the grid now. I'm losing my voice, I think. I think I'm losing my voice. Okay. FS King, I don't think he's gonna catch the people in front. Dubsy is still behind with his teammate Tebow. Trying maybe a move on Dubsy. Jonah very close to Tebow. Now he's gonna try around the outside maybe. Gonna have to drink water again. Where's your uncle back in DRS position? And we're just behind Granny. Oh, and made the move on Gaskin, hitting P8 now. Gaskin retry a move around the inside here. Big move. But switched back by Owen, little contact here. Really losing my voice now. Owen contact. Gaskin went to the grass. That can LSR gain some position. Yeah, I'm clearly losing my voice. Where's your uncle now? DRS. On Granny. On the inside. Oh, side by side. The two drivers. Granny stays in front. Asian's still there. Now you have a little gap between him and Breakfast King. Maybe he can still get a board P4. Big battle there. They're very close. Lap 30 out of 33. Alquick also gets second. The two servers have 3 second penalty. Not good for them. And Asian getting touched 3 second also. Asian very close to Racing Uncle now. I don't think anyone gonna catch Mac there. Breakfast King gonna stay into that P4, trying to just get a 3 second gap with Asian Persuasion finishing in front of his championship rival. Would be nice for the Red Bull driver here. But Dubsy now a little train with his old medium tires, 10 laps old. Jonah and Owen just behind, trying to make the move on Dubsy early. They want to get that top 5. Racing Uncle now very close to Granny. We're coming to the straight line again for the beginning of lap 31. DRS is going to be activated. Let's go. Racing Uncle, can you try any move? It's 3/10 behind. DRS activated. How can Granny defend? Racing Uncle, let's go on the inside. Side by side still. But Granny around the outside is keeping position pretty well and defending pretty well. Racing Uncle have no answer to that defense. Jonah now almost 3 wide with Jonah, Dubsy and Owen. Jonah is now in P5. Owen trying to following Jonah. He can't. And Asian Persuasion make the move on Racing Uncle here. Take the second position. Even with his penalty, maybe he can get it removed at the end, I don't know. Yeah, very close at the end. My guy in the chat, I think it's Danny. Very close. 31 out of 33. Breakfast King has come back now. He's in the DRS zone. Granny's looking pretty good now. Lap 32 is going to start. We're going to have 2 laps to go racing still. A lot can happen in 2 laps around Spain. We'll see little gap top 4 clearly solo. Now his Persuasion is going to have DRS on Granny. Can you try any moves? Don't think so. No, a bit too far, but Breakfast King try to move on the Racing Uncle. And he's going to take it around the outside. What a move by Breakfast King here. P3 now for Breakfast King. Sensational stuff with the soft side by the Red Bull driver. Racing Uncle still very close, trying to make a move, stays behind. Jonah now have a little gap between him and Dubsy. No man's land for Jonah. P5. Ask also have passed Owen while I was watching in front. Gaskin and Moni trying to battle. Moni in the points, pretty nice for him. So forward in front, Breakfast King 2.2 seconds the gap. Now Racing Uncle has lost any hope of win now, except if there is an incident between Asian and Granny. But yeah, clearly Racing Uncle is the safety car win his race. And he spins out. Racing Uncle, little mistake here. Lost the control of the car. for safety car. Rich Uncle was leading by 7 seconds. Now that's when someone is. When it's a persuasion. Did a mistake also. Everyone doing mistakes. And he's losing some places. Now down to P10 with that 3-second penalty. Rich Uncle back on the podium with that. Now and Breakfast King 3.4 seconds behind Granny. Granny has now 3 seconds of a gap between him and second. And Granny just to bring it home now to get that first win in the first race in LSR. At least it's that first time I see him race. But yeah, Rich Uncle and Ace Persuasion doing an error at the end. That's two races that could have been clearly better for the two drivers, Rich Uncle and Ace Persuasion. If Scar win the race, Rich Uncle and Ace Persuasion without the penalties could have fought for the win also. Now Granny is going to come at the end of the final lap of this race. And in the American car, in the ass, it's Granny today that's going to come at the top of the podium for an exciting race. And the late safety car that's going to benefit to Granny. And he win the Spanish Grand Prix. Granny and P1 Breakfast King, P2 Rich Uncle, P3. Big performance by Breakfast King. Jonah P4, pretty nice for him. Owen gonna get that P5. Gaskin P6, 1 and 6 for us. Very good performance by the American team driver today. I was gonna finish P7, good points for Sauber. That was a P8, some points for Moni, P9. And Debo was in a pretty good race, but at the end, finished P10 with Asian finishing P11 after being in the top 3 for almost all the race, man. Was an incredible race. There's late safety car, big battles, everyone changing position, and now Granny at the end won that race. That was magic, man. And I got an invite from someone. I don't know. I'll see. But Granny winning that race here. Not sure about this. If I should show you that. I'll just end this and I'll join after maybe. Because I don't know. I just killed podium. Sorry about that, but you know podium. Granny winning the race. Fastest lap, race winner, anything. Everything for him. Us driver of the day, P7, fair enough, starting at the back. Most overtakes, Oscar, and cleanest driver is Uncle. Pretty fair with him driving at the top of the field for almost all the race with a 7-second gap before safety car. Great racing, clearly you're right, Danny. Very great racing today. Little recap. Granny win, fastest lap. Very nice. Breakfast King getting P2 with Asian finally finishing 11. Very good for Breakfast King. Uncle P3, Jonah P4. Owen P5, 6 Gaskin, 7 Usk, 8 Dubsy, 9 Wolney, 10 Debo. That's the top 10 for you today. With heartbreaking race for people like Asian stuff. Not so good. I don't know if I should join this. I'll just check something maybe. Maybe I could get some drivers stuff, I don't know. I'll join to see. Yeah. I'll see. I'm not sure about this, but I could join if you want, but I'll join after, I think. I don't want to anything happen, so yeah. I think it's gonna be it today. Thank you everyone for watching this race. It was very incredible, very fun. Clearly one best race I commented in the past 2 weeks and stuff. Very nice, very fun. Thank you everyone. We're gonna see you next week for a little special weekend. It's gonna be a sprint weekend at Spa next week. Gonna be very fun. A sprint weekend with the sprint quali, sprint, quali, and after full race We got a lot to cover next week with clearly a longer live stream than today. It'll be very interesting. Thank you everyone to have watching. So to have watched this stream. So Group 1 on Saturday next week, and Group 2 and Group 3 on Sunday next week. Sadly, no LMU. Next week is going to start on the week after. The season is going to start on LMU. I don't know if it's going to be any stream. We're trying to find someone, but still, we're going to be there for the F1 races, Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. Thank you, everyone. Ciao, bye.